John here, Mr. Forex Fire, coming at you for another update on the Forex Fire Friday weekly vlog. Now, one of these weeks I am going to get that completely wrong. However, this week I have been back at work. Have I traded this week? Yes, I have. Have I traded much? I've only taken a couple of trades this week. However, as always, I'm going to give you guys the lowdown on everything that I've done this week, the stuff that we have been doing, not just on my personal journey on the challenge, or should I say now, challenges that I have taken, because I'm now officially on 2 live challenges and going through the progression of becoming a fully funded trader. But I also want to show you inside of the free sort of stepping stone, the bridge, the community, the channel that I have built over the last year and a bit. In fact, it's just coming up to a year, I dare say, around about 10 months. So you might want to stop on to watch all of this, because at the end of the day, the stuff that I'm doing with this, not just from a personal journey that I'm doing, it brings a lot of sort of not just inspiration, value, but it gives you an idea on the sort of pitfalls that can come with trading, how I personally overcome those, and how just watching what I do on a week-to-week vlog, which is what I'm doing, how you can avoid those. And again, what I'm going to do, first of all, I'm just going to quickly pour myself a quick drink. It's a lovely hot day. It's been a red hot day this week, and it's a well-deserved fruit cider, that. So cheers, guys. Right, so just to give you an update, we started this challenge, okay? We started this challenge back on June the 3rd, right? Now, I've been trading for about 4 years, as many of you know, the new guys that are possibly just watching this for the first time, been trading for about 4 years. Many ups and downs in that time. From there, the first and second year, more certainly right up and down like that. And then I went into whatever, the third year, seeing I was very consistent, not profitable, by that time, very consistent. Once I started having these light bulb moments, I built a good network of friends within Forex, okay? Now, I'm a very unselfish person, and what I thought is, if I'm seeing these things in front of me now, I can help those that are in and around the stuff that I do, because I always pride myself on value, integrity, and obviously honesty, okay? So I started looking into these live challenges going into the 4th year. We started this on the 3rd of June. Again, I hit rock bottom. I was basically one trade away from it being absolutely wiped out. But me being me, I'm very sort of, what's the word to use? When I get my teeth into a bone, I just won't let go. And because I have created an audience, I have created a platform, I thought, what better than being basically down in the shit, basically, to put it in layman's terms, being down in a hole. And this was my opportunity to prove to you guys that this works, okay? Forget about all these indicators, forget about all these softwares, forget about all these tools. I wanted to do this, not from the break even. I basically was in a hole. I was doing this from in the hole and buried alive. And I wanted to turn this around and document every step from that day when I was one trade away from losing everything, and get this through a pass. Okay, so listen on, because this is going to be a good one, and then I'm going to show you towards the end something that is happening within the entity that we have grown. So let's just break things down, guys. I'm going to share the screen, and I hope the energy that I have comes across on the passion that comes with me sort of trading, but also helping those in and around what I do. Okay, so yes, this is recording. Just had to double check there, guys. Let's just make that a little bit bigger. And first of all, we are going to start off with the very first account, which is what I was initially starting with. Okay, this is Funding Talent. Okay, now the parameters around this was you have to get 8% in your phase 1. We went through the phase, we were -5 at one point, but again, we dragged it from the depths of despair, pulled it round. On the final day, I was clinging on by the skin of my teeth and I had to get through a pass, had to risk a little bit more. So my approach to the end of phase one was concentrate on one pair, stack the trades, going upon a swing high or a swing low, depending on which direction the trend was going. We caught that nicely. We got it in the bag. We got the pass. This takes us on to where we are today. Again, you can see here, this is active just to show you this. And again, I'm always open and honest on everything I do. You can see this is for a 25,000K or a 25K account. Okay. The maximum allowed daily drawdown. The maximum allowed daily drawdown was 2,500. I've only had equity or a drawdown of $79.90. Okay. The maximum daily allowed the maximum allowed drawdown is 2,500. The maximum daily allowed drawdown is 1,250. This has been as low as 311. Very, very strict, tight stop losses, as you can see from here, and the growth, and I'm going to talk about that in a moment. This is something I've learned from phase one. Okay. Again, a lot of people get sort of mixed up with the allowance of daily drawdowns and things like that when they are overtrading, not so much overtrading. They think because they have this big entity, this 25K or 35K, or 50K, 75K or 100K, they think they've got all of that to play with. You haven't. You've got that as a block entity, but you have a percentage of that. Now, you've got to understand when you're doing your risk to reward per trade, if you are going to be taking 2 or 3 trades, now this is imperative. If you're going to be taking 2 or 3 trades in that single day, you have to take in consideration what you are risking overall. Okay. So let's say you have got alert set and you can see 3 trades which are possibly going to become active. You want to get involved with that. You really want to only be aiming to risk maybe just under 0.5%, because as you stack that up for that day, okay, you're then going to be looking at possibly risking just over 1% or even up to 1.5% of your initial equity. Okay, now the equity is on here. You can see the red line has been my equity. The blue line is my actual balance of money. Now this here cannot be any tighter than what you're seeing in front of your eyes right now. This is showing you that I have now hit a high level of consistency, to very much so that I've only ever really been in one real loss of equity on here, where we've had the drawdown here, then we've come back in. Okay, so as you can see on here, we have got challenge phase 2. So that's telling you I have got a challenge and I'm in phase 2 of that, where I need to earn 4%. Yes, that is only 4%. I have until the end date, which is the 1st of September. So I've got the whole of next month. Okay. Now, I said on my last weekly vlog, this will all be playlisted as well. I said on my last weekly vlog that this week was going to be my hardest of this current phase, simply because I was having to do a lot of hours at work. Yes, I do work a full-time job. Yes, I'm working towards being able to do this from a full-time basis. But for now, I need to do certain things and get through certain parameters to be able to attain that. Okay. Going on the bottom of where we are. Okay. In fact, we'll talk about this bit here. You can see I've had steady growth. Okay. And around about, let's take a look, around about here, which is the 19th. The 19th was the beginning of the week. Okay. I took a trade on the 19th. It was on the Monday. Again, slap on the hand. I should not be trading Mondays. Mondays and Fridays, I hate to trade. Okay, simply because markets are settling and the markets are settling at the end as well. A lot of manipulation between the two. From there, we had a loss, and then we went through a few days. Okay, and then I got back in on a trade halfway through the week. And then with the 2 trades I took, I lost one, I won one. I was in around about $750 of profit. I only have to attain 1,000 of profit. Okay, so at that level of $750 of profit, I was on 3%, only needing a 1% growth on a trade. Yes, 1% when you are at the charts, when you are at your station, at your trading chair, that can be easily attained. However, when you work the hours and the days that I have been this week, it is hard to be there at the open of the London session, and it's hard to do it at the open of the New York session, because during those times is when you get a lot of movement, and this is where I've sort of built my account to get to where it's at the moment at 2.8%. So going on the basis of what happened on phase one, I did not want to do any trades or look at my phone when I have the spare time at work, because that's where I found I was getting fingers burnt. Okay, so I learned from that. So we took the two trades. Unfortunately, one did lose. We come back into profit. So I lost just over, I think it was just over 1%. Okay, it was heartbreaking for me because I knew on that 3%, I only needed 1%. I lost just below one, just over the 1%, but I gained it back and then brought it back to a 2.8. Again, it's all not lost. I've got $695.50 of profit. I really only need what's that? So $700, around about $305 of profit. Next week, my shift's at work. I'm off on the Tuesday. I've got obviously childcare duties to do next week. I'm actually off from work, so that is going to be my primary focus day. One of my favorite days to trade, in fairness. So I will be up at the break of dawn, ready to look at the charts to see what Monday has played out. From there, I will be looking and marking up my favorite pairs that I've been looking at, and then hopefully we can get, based upon an ADR, which is the average daily range, and the smart money concept that we use with supply and demand zones, we can bash this 1.2% to now then become a 25k fully funded trader. Okay, so that's where we are with this week. I'm just going to quickly move on to Fidel Crest. This is one that I have been given a challenge with from the company. Excuse me. And this one is primarily based upon a simple $5,000 account. There's 3 phases in this one. Now, what I have to do, phase one, I have to get to 5%. Okay, I've done that within the first year, to be fair. We are currently on 9.62 of profit. Okay, I'm just going to bring this up here. We're going to view the report on this bad boy. So from there, last week we were on 10.62 profit. Okay, I've lost a couple of trades. I've won a couple of trades. Okay, but overall, from last week, I'm down 1% on this. This does not bother me one bit, simply because I'm well in the profit barrier to get me to phase two. And if we can get this to load up, which it doesn't look like it's going to be fair, just minimize this over to here. It doesn't look like that's going to load up. Again, I think out of the 30 calendar days, I've got to trade 10 days of those calendar days. Okay, once I've gone into the 10 days of trading, even though the 30 has not elapsed, I think these guys actually put you on to the next stage, but not until. Okay, from there you enter phase two. Phase two of Fidel Crest is simply you've got to do the same again over the course of 10 days over a 30-day period, 5%. Okay, very, very good. It's a good concept. From there, once you do the end of phase two, they will pay you 40% of your actual profit bonus that you've attained. Okay, then you go into stage three, or phase three as they call it, where you have to prove you can just be profitable, attain that level and consistency over the 30 calendar days, I do believe it is. And then from there, you then start getting the split, and it is only 70 to you, 30 to the prop firm. Okay, a lot better prop firms out there, but again, this was a challenge brought to me from Fidel Crest that was wanting me to do this, and just to see if I could go through it and promote what they were doing. So I stepped up to the challenge and thought I would throw this into the mix alongside the funding challenge, the funding talent, which is what I do. Now, for those of you that are stuck on to the end of this, what I want to do, I want to show you what we have been building, okay, or what I've built since September of last year. We haven't quite gone into the first year of this, albeit what we are doing within this community is absolutely insane. Okay, and you really do want to watch this, because I'm going to go a bit more in depth on what I do what we do, and more importantly, what one of the great guys inside of here, and he's put a lot of time, a lot of effort, and he's been showing everybody a lot with regards to the average daily range. Some people look at it and it does get overlooked, but believe me, you want to get a pen and paper ready, because this will open your eyes. I'm going to talk about it a little bit, go a little bit more in depth. And in fact, what I'm going to do as well, I'm going to get my good friend, Mr. Andy Boland, and I'm going to get his link, which will be inside of this YouTube video. Okay, so if you want to scroll down in the YouTube video, you will see it'll be under EasyFX, the link. Again, to become part of the group of what we do, you just need to reach out to me on YouTube or click the friend link on the Facebook. But I want you guys to support Andy and click up and sign up to know more on what we do as a bigger picture or an extended arm to learn to trade as a team. Okay, so that link for Andy will be in the YouTube video here. So I'm going to show you now, share the screen, we'll go back to that and show you what we built in and around the Forex Fire. Okay, so that there, we'll go back to that in a moment. That's there, the Fidel crest of 9.62%. Again, we've got 8 days of trading so far. We've got 71.43% win rate. We've had no violations, so that's all good. With that, we'll just tick that off. This is what I need to show you guys, okay? This is Forex Fire. This is what I've built over time, and this is the guys that are helping me with this as well, okay? So what we're going to do is make me head a little bit bigger. Right, so this is the members chat group, okay? From here, we have members trade ideas, where people drop in their trades and things like that. I mean, I drop in a few things in here as well, educational charts. Everybody helps within here. We have a challenge chat. So again, as you're seeing on here, I'm giving you a Forex Fire Friday weekly vlog. We have a challenge chat in here for those that are seeing consistency and their confidence growing. They then come in here and start doing a challenge, and we share each other's journey with what we do on here, okay? From there, I also have funded links, so people that support the channel can actually go on these clickable links and go through the prop firms of choice. Also, we have a big training area. This is based upon the banker's strategy or smart money. We go very in depth on a lot of things on here: order blocks, trend analysis, Fibonacci's, liquidities, imbalance, break of structures, cheat sheets, order blocks, risk to reward, how to actually analyze the risk to reward of your trade, and then a breakdown of a trading view tutorial, okay? From the next step down, we've got video training on supply and demand, okay? Those are supply and demand areas, introduction to it. We've got how to trade fire blocks. This one's going to be coming soon, demand on supply and demand fixed volume zones. How to use lower time frame and higher time frame without moving between them. That is an absolute awesome video. Search for that on my YouTube channel. You'll be able to see that. How to use lower time frame, the higher time frame method to manage your trades, okay? This is a part that I want to show you. This is the part that is seeing absolute insane results and very, very large engagement at the moment. We've, again, Andy has put together, and you can support him by clicking the link in this video. He's put together some video trainings. We do this with very short snippets of information, so it's easy to digest, easy to write down, easy to follow, so you're not stuck in front of your screen for up to an hour at a time. From there, ADR, how to use it. Again, Andy goes in onto here, and I'm going to give you a shout out, Andy. If you want to see what he does, you need to go to Smart We Traders, okay? This here, Smart We Traders. Go to that link. Again, I'll put a link in my YouTube channel on this, so you can go along and see what he does on that as well. From there, we have the strength meter into trading. Okay, again, it's a great technique. This is something that I'm possibly going to have to go over as well. I don't think I've watched this one yet. But if we go into the currency strength, okay, this just shows you how active this channel is, okay? And I'm going to show you a few things, just some results from the past. So if we scroll down, we can see this is today, still today, 150 pips. This is just using a technique with the ADR currency strength. watching for the open of the sessions. Okay, from there as we go down 116. From there, this is the snippets that we do every hour to see what's strength and what's weak. Okay, and that's what we base some of the trades from. Someone's got 25 pips there, 101 pips. Keep going. We'll keep going. Let's see, 18 pips, 534 pips, 500 pips, 451, 400, 353, 250, 250. There's a big bad boy coming up real soon. We'll see if we can get to that. Let's have a look. We are somewhere around here. As you can see, this is very active. 24, 14. Just see if I can get to there, guys. And again, this stuff is absolutely phenomenal. There we are, 712. I'm going to stop the share for a minute. 712 pips. Okay. Now this isn't this. Now you see people posting cryptocurrency and they're thousands of pips. Okay. And when I do that, I mean, that is nothing. When you see thousands of pips on cryptocurrency, you need to take the last figure off. That'll tell you when you see these 3,650 pips, all that means is it's just been 360 odd pips. Okay. I'm talking Forex. I'm talking currency. Okay. Share the screen. Now, when you see 3,000 odd pips on these ones that share the crypto pips court, that is only 300 odd pips. Okay. We are talking 712 pips on currency. Now, 712 pips is 712 pips. Risk to reward wise, what's that worth? Well, a pip could be worth anything from 10 cents, $1, $10, $100. You can do the maths. Okay. But, and there's a big but with this, on this entity here, okay, these are caught, and again, these are caught at the open of a session with a quick scalp. Some of them are left to run for a little while, but then they get closed out depending on how this reacts to the market conditions. Now, if you want to get part of this, and again, we've got homework sessions on here, okay? We go in depth with homework with ADRs, smart money, bankers, supply and demand. We have now got 324 members inside of this group. Now, I'm just going to stop the share for now. 324 members inside that group. Now, that is built up since September of last year. The best bit about coming into what we built, and I say we because this is a team, a group effort, okay? What we have built over time. First of all, it's completely free. Okay, now I'm going to say that again. Right now, you can get in on what we do on this. It's free. You can't get any better than that. This is a highly active, a highly engaging, and the best resource that you're going to get around to help you in a stress-free environment. Now, I'll say that again. A stressless-free environment, simply because you do not need to worry about hitting a certain level of profits to pay for a subscription. Okay, so I'll say that again. This is free. 324 people taking advantage of it. 324 people engaging in it. 324 people sharing their journey. 324 people coming online and getting involved with what we do on a day-to-day basis. Let us help you right now get your confidence, right? This is key. And you'll hear me say this many times. We want to help you get your confidence in reading the charts on how to do the strength indicator, how to read the ADR, how to take the snippets, how to look at the strength to the weakness, how to look at the chart to identify what cross pairs you need to go with, and how to catch those 712 pips. It can be done, okay? You do not need fancy tools. You do not need fancy software. You do not need color changes on charts. This is a simple, apply the ADR to the chart. It's going to tell you that the movement of the currency pairs, what is actually down and not moving, what is sort of stagnant, and what is the big players on the top. We look at these at certain times of the day. We watch them every 15 minutes or so, take a snapshot. You will be able to gauge with that indication of what's moving, what's not. And then you look for the pivotal areas within the price action, the candles, the price in the market. And then you will determine where you're going to get in and whereabouts that take profit and stop loss is going to be. Okay. Now, I want to talk a little bit further more about what we do as a bigger picture. This is, again, a total free resource. Come in, join in with the fun. Let us get you consistent. Let us get you confident. Let us get you consistent. Enjoy what we have to offer, okay? When you start locking in the first one, which is your confidence, the second one, which is your consistency, when you start seeing that level of profitability and you're getting hyped up and you want to know more, reach out to either myself or in the link where Andy is actually doing the training for this as well, the Smart Weed Traders. You can reach out to either Andy or myself. We will get you involved into the bigger picture, which is the Easy FX. You will come on board with that, with what we do with this. And we will sort of get you involved with the guys with that. That is now currently, and this is even better, over the last few months, I think it is, we have created around about 60 plus fully funded traders. Now, you're watching this journey right now, when you're seeing me going through this very journey since the beginning of June, I am only 1%. And I'll say that again. And I hope the passion is coming through with this. I am only 1% on becoming a fully funded trader. Okay. The other Fidel crest, I'm already on that, on the cusp to go to phase 2. Okay. Once I'm on that phase 2 and I attain that other 5%, I'll have passed 2 fully funded accounts at the same time over the course of June, July, going into August. From there, my goal, my aspirations and my targets don't just stop there. What I want to do going into August and September, there's a lot of things happening with me and what I do with my work-wise. I'm trying to get some more time and free up a bit more time to be able to give even more in what we do in the Discord, which is Forex Fire, give even more, which is on the Facebook page of Forex Fire, give even more with regards to what I do on my personal Facebook page, okay? From there, guys, my next goal, once I hit that target of the 25K, I'm going to go and smash the big one, which is the 100K. The 100K, I'm telling you now, watch this space because I'm going to have that 100K before Christmas, okay? And I promise you that. I'm going to go through the process. Once I've got this one ticked off, I'm going to bag that 100K, and then going into next year, the sky is the limit. And we are going to bring you guys along with me from next year, going right the way through of 2022. I'm going to help so many more people sort of be able to get that confidence, to be able to get that consistency and to get that profitability. And then I'm going to bring as many as I can closer in than I have done ever before. And I promise you guys that we are going to be taking a group at a time, and I'm going to help you through become the next fully funded trader. Okay. So again, thank you for watching my content as always. Comment, please like, please share. Watching this on YouTube, click the subscribe button, hit the bell notification. You'll see when my weekly vlogs come out every week. Okay. And again, in the description of this YouTube channel, you're going to have my personal Facebook page. Reach out to me, okay? I always get back to every person individually, even if it takes a little bit of time. I do genuinely have time for everybody. I will answer anything and everything that you have to throw at me. From there, I have got Mr. Andy Boland's YouTube link, which is going to be Smart Weed Traders, so you can get involved with that as well. But also, I will have his link for Easy FX, which is the extended arm on what we do with smart money. Okay, guys. So thank you for watching. My name's been John Docherty. It has been, let's just take a look. It is now Friday, the 23rd of July, and it is 7:20 at night. Again, thank you to everybody that watches and engages. I'll see you next week. Hopefully that is the week when I come on here singing and dancing and telling you I'm a fully funded trader. If I start the YouTube channel off where I'm dancing about, you know I've hit it. Okay, see you later.